Afghanistan, for example, which would be the same case in Iraq, they would actually have planes circling over what is known as a kill box. And once a target was located, identified by either special forces on the ground or perhaps by a surveillance aircraft, then the fighter bombers actually vectored in to that target so that you can have a response within a minute or two. So, for example, even if they see, say, a convoy of Iraqi troops on a particular road, they can actually vector in a pilot in that same amount of time very quickly and bring them in and put a bomb on the target. So it's a very quick response. This is something that Donald Rumsfeld has mandated that General Tommy Franks implement in this particular battle. It was something that was implemented to great effect in Afghanistan, and clearly we'll see all of that. But as far as the shock and awe, I think Carl Rochelle and others have it right. I think once it becomes apparent that perhaps if they didn't get Saddam Hussein, if there's no indication that they're going to be able to get Saddam Hussein to leave Baghdad or get some sort of revolution there, then I think you see everything ratcheted up to the next stage, which might be this massive display of U.S. firepower, again with a psychological component, convincing so many Iraqi soldiers that they simply don't just stand a chance if they want to stay and fight. Bianca?
Okay, we will wait and see. David Schuster, NBC News correspondent at Central Command in Qatar, a place no doubt we will be seeing briefings from throughout the next day. Sam, I'll send it back to you now.
All right, thanks a lot, Bianca. Here in the Situation Room, we are joined right now by Colonel Jack Jacobs to talk more about this. And Colonel, not the shock and awe. This was a big surprise.
No, it was a big surprise to me, too. We've all been talking about it and expecting there to be thousands of strikes all at the same time. And I believe that this little baby step was precipitated by some intelligence that we wanted to take advantage of, not make the same mistake we made in Afghanistan. We had Mullah Omar and Osama bin Laden and who knows what else in our sights, and we let him slip through.
Is it your belief maybe they thought they had Saddam Hussein in their sights here?
Yeah, for one of these attacks, but you know, there were lots of them. There were 24 attacks using a very delivery means. Some of them were in the West as well, which would indicate that we had other ideas besides just trying to take out Saddam Hussein.
Well, there's the map up on the screen right now, and of course there were a number of bombing raids, but it wasn't that big shock and awe campaign. But my question is this, do you think Saddam Hussein was in a bunker?
Well, yes, either in a bunker or in an underground facility underneath some other facility that we knew about.
Is there a bomb out there that can penetrate a bunker?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no problem, huh?
Well, we've got these new bunker buster bombs with technology that permits them to sense when they're in an open space and then detonate.
Didn't they drop a bunker buster bomb in this case?
They did.
Yeah.
But we don't know whether he was really in there, or we had a report from somebody inside the Iraqi establishment who said he was in there and he really wasn't, or we don't know yet. It'll be a while before we find out exactly what took place for that particular strike, but there were lots of other ones, including some on airfields as far west as the border with Jordan. Very interesting.
Right. Okay, and I want to talk to you about the next wave, because we're in the lull, aren't we? There's another big wave. The big wave's probably coming, correct?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay, let's talk about some of the hardware that has been used in this initial rather surprise attack by just about all indications. Let's roll up that, guys, in the booth right now. Let's roll up some of this hardware, and we can talk about some of these pictures. What was used exactly here? We talked about that bunker buster bomb already.
Yeah, the bunker buster bomb is a 2,000-pound bomb, most of which is explosive, that homes in on a specific place, and we don't have it up at the moment, but it homes in and then goes right through the top of the bunker or the facility, and detonates later on. Doesn't detonate on contact, but detonates later on when it gets inside the facility, destroying things inside instead of just detonating on the outside and just giving everybody a headache.
Okay, guys in the booth, if you got more, just keep rolling them up, because we'll just keep talking about them as you roll them up.
These are new and improved bunker buster bombs.
But aren't most of the weapons new and improved, correct?
Everything we've got has been improved since 11, 12 years ago. Tomahawk cruise missile. This is the sea-launched cruise missile that comes off the Aegis guided missile class cruisers and other ships that are in the task force. As you can see, it's subsonic, goes about a little bit under 700 nautical miles. Got GPS guidance and is accurate down to 1 meter.
And this is the picture that we've seen earlier tonight when they launched.
Now you see that these were launched from places in the northern part of the Persian Gulf and from the Red Sea, which means they flew over Saudi Arabia to get to Baghdad, or over Kuwait to get to Baghdad. And we do know that just before these things were launched, a clear air message was given to Kuwait, to troops in Kuwait, to clear the airspace over Kuwait, ostensibly to make.
And I just want to break in here real quick here, Jack, because we're getting a bulletin that's just crossing now. Sky News in London is reporting that troops in North Kuwait, as you speak of North Kuwait, have now been instructed to put on their gas masks. So that has been a concern, has it not, Colonel, that chemical weapons would be used in some way, shape, or form?
Yeah, don't forget that our troops in northern Kuwait, the Marines, the 101st Airborne Division, and the 3rd Infantry Division, particularly the Marines and the 3rd Infantry Division, are well forward in assembly areas. And because they're well forward in assembly areas, maybe we can poke out where they.
Boom.
Yeah, they're well forward in assembly areas. They're fairly close to the line of departure that is the boundary between Kuwait and Iraq, which means that they're probably close to enemy troops who are in defense. One thing we've been looking for all along are formations of enemy artillery, because the Iraqis can deliver chemical and biological weapons not only with surface-to-surface missiles, but also with artillery. We need to find the artillery and destroy them so that they don't deliver these weapons, nor do they have the capability of delivering conventional weapons when our troops cross the line of departure and start attacking.
Their delivery systems would be primarily right here in southern